Hey guys, Daniel Ndukwu here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to become rich. Alright, that sounded really pretentious. I'm not that pretentious, but I will show you how to become rich via analyzing how self-made millionaires and billionaires have done it in the past and are still doing it. Now, there's no need for long-winded explanations. Let's dive right in. It's incredibly easy to overcomplicate all these things, and most people do. Please don't. One request: smash that like button and subscribe. Alright, maybe don't smash it, but it really helps this channel grow. Now, right before I tell you, there's a disclaimer I need to make. You don't have to start a business to do this, but it will help. It doesn't really matter what kind of business that you start, as long as it has potential and it has been proven to make people successful in the past. You don't need a new product category. You don't need to have a completely novel idea. In fact, most people are in boring industries, and those boring industries are producing millionaires left, right, and center. The first step, or the first secret, or the first part of this methodology is that you need an area to dedicate your professional life to. You need an area to dedicate your professional life to. Yes, I repeated it because it's that important. You can't be jumping around, changing your career every 2 or 3 years if you really want to achieve self-made millionaire status. That's just not how this thing works. And the second step builds right on top of the first step. Whatever you dedicate your life to, you need to apply yourself towards it for an extended period of time. Now, Malcolm Gladwell touched on this with the 10,000 hour rule. You need 10,000 hours of directed practice before you're considered an expert. Well, you need years of focused energy, attention, and effort towards whatever it is that you dedicated your life to amass the skills, the expertise, and the knowledge in order to turn that into millionaire status. That's all there is to it. That is how self-made millionaires and billionaires become what they are. They start companies, they acquire some kind of expertise that's incredibly in demand, and they ply their craft day after day, month after month, year after year. By the time they look up, they've amassed millions of dollars or billions of dollars in assets, cash, valuation, whatever the case may be. And this is accelerated when you have a business because it gives you leverage that working as an individual doesn't give you. It's very unlikely that your company will give you enough stock or a high enough salary to become a millionaire. But when you have your own business, you're able to leverage your business, and all the profits, all the proceeds, all the valuations are tied to you depending on how much of your company you own. Now, I want to give you some examples of this because I know it can be kind of skeptical because it's very, very simple, right? If it was this simple, then everyone would be doing it, right? Well, simple isn't the same thing as easy. The process to build a business is simple. You sell a product people want, but the execution of that is anything but easy. So simple does not mean that what you want to do is easy. So let me give you a few examples. The first one is Jeff Bezos. He's currently worth $131 billion, and he started a company, Amazon. For a very long time, Amazon was doing nothing but selling books before they became the everything store. Now they have cloud computing, they're doing retail sales, etc., etc. But that wasn't their core competency for a very long time. It wasn't until they became successful in that one area, after years of trial and error and perfecting their business model, that they branched out. Now, Bill Gates is worth $95 billion at this moment in time. And what did he do? He was the majority stakeholder and the founder of Microsoft for a very long time. And Microsoft itself produced operating systems for a very long time before it branched out into all the other things that it's trying to do now. But its core competency is operating systems for desktop computers and laptops. And it used that to capture an obscene amount of the personal computing market and skyrocketed Bill Gates to a valuation or a net worth of over $100 billion at one point. Another example is Warren Buffett. Now, this man is a legendary investor, and that's all he does. That's all he has ever done, and it seems that will be all he ever does until he dies. His investment thesis is very simple. Buy shares in companies that have the potential to survive forever. Never sell. And it has worked for him. He's worth $82.5 billion. Mark Zuckerberg. Irrespective of all the controversy surrounding Facebook, the man is worth $62.5 billion, and he's been the CEO of Facebook for most of his adult life. Now, Facebook is branching out into other things, but most of the acquisitions that they're making when they're buying other businesses are to improve Facebook. Social media is what they understand. Instagram is a social media platform. WhatsApp is a chat app with social media aspects. Although it seems like they're buying unrelated companies, what they're really doing is trying to improve their core competency. social media. Jim Simmons may not be as popular as the other people I've mentioned on this list, but he's still worth $21.5 billion. And he did that by starting a quantitative hedge fund in 1982 and retired in 2010. And they have over $60 billion under management. He hasn't changed. He hasn't jumped into any other industries. All he does is manage other people's money and his own money as well. So as you can see, all these people, they chose something to dedicate their professional lives to, and they did it for years and years and years before they even thought of branching out and tackling other aspects of an industry. If you want to be rich, if you want to be a self-made millionaire, that's all you have to do. Choose an area to dedicate and focus your professional life on, and stick with it for years on end without jumping around. That's it. I really appreciate if you smash that like button. That was a joke. But really, if you destroy that like button, I really appreciate it. It really helps this message get out there and helps the channel grow. So please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.